Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to new members of our community. My name is Yasa, I'm a violinist, and I moved from St. Petersburg, Russia to United States, Florida, all by myself. And I'm telling you all the scoop and all the glory and all the challenges of my journey to make this pandemic time a little bit more interesting for you. And maybe you would like to take the same journey as I did, and it will be helpful and useful for you to know some challenges and some secrets that I can share with you. So today I wanted to talk to you about holidays in Russia and America. How do we celebrate them? Because I really enjoyed making a video about New Year celebration and traditions for that holiday in Russia and United States. So today I wanted to talk to you about birthdays, for example, and maybe something else that I will think of later. But let's start with birthdays, okay? So in Russia, usually you celebrate at home. Probably you would invite your friends and family home, and you would cook and have a big table full of food, and maybe you'll play some games, maybe you'll dance, or alternatively you can go out to the restaurant. But what is expected from the host, from the celebrant, right, from a birthday girl or boy, to be treating his or her guests. So we treat our guests, and it is expected that the birthday girl will be paying for everyone if we go out to a restaurant, for example. This is a big difference with US because there is no such expectation here. It's rare when people invite you home if it's a, if you friends would most likely meet somewhere outside in a restaurant, and it is expected that everyone pays for their own share. That is a big difference, right? In thinking and mentality of Russians and Americans. Right away you can see that America is very democratic and everyone pays for themselves. But it goes also with presents, because in Russia, celebrant expects to get presents from everyone. This is, since they pay for your dish and all your expenses, basically, it is expected that you receive a gift. In America, it's not the case because, you, of course, close friends and family exchange gifts, and for your birthday, you receive a gift. But for just friends, maybe you'll get a card, or maybe your share in the birthday celebration will be paid for. So that you can hope for, maybe. But not very accustomed to receive gifts and big gifts from everyone. In Russia, birthday gifts are, pretty good. You're expecting to receive a lot of good, expensive gifts. Well, I'm just saying expensive, but you know what I mean, like good gifts. Maybe it's thoughtful and not so much expensive as people really put time and effort to get you something nice and that you would enjoy. In America, it's mostly cards and maybe paying for your dish. Again, not talking about family and close friends, of course. So that's an interesting change, interesting difference in our ways to celebrate birthdays. Now, what are the celebrations we have in Russia? So in Russia, we have Women's Day and Men's Day. So compare it with America, where we have Mother's Day and Father's Day. So it's a bit different days and different names even for that. So in Russia, we just have Women's Day. We celebrate it on March 8th. So this is International Women's Liberation Day, right? Feminists get something to do with this when they started their emancipation, and probably they were having all the protests and parades. In Russia, we celebrate it as Women's Day, and we receive flowers, we receive chocolates. It's very common. We have this flower that blooms specifically around that time. It's called mimosa. It's yellow, round flower, and little yellow round blossoms, and they're common to receive that flower for that day. I used to love that celebration because it's a lot of flowers, a lot of love and good vibes and positive energy. So I used to love it a lot. And then men's celebration is at the same day as we celebrate our veterans. So that's interesting, right? So it's February 23rd, we celebrate men. And in America, we have Mother's Day and Father's Day. And forgive me, I don't remember the date because I didn't grow up here. So we celebrate our mothers. We greet our mothers and we greet our dads. So I really like that tradition. It's very heartfelt, I feel like. And I really like that. I suppose it would be a good idea to have a Mother's Day and Father's Days in other countries as well. I really like that tradition. Then big celebration in Russia also, the day we name it here V-Day, Victory Day in America, right? But in Russia, it's May 9th when we celebrate the victory in the Second World War. So this is a huge celebration, and we celebrate our veterans, our elderly who participated in Second World War, who lived during that time, and we have such an overwhelming feeling of gratitude towards them that all we want to do is just get all the flowers in the world, and we just come out and we just give it to our elderly, to everyone. People who have lived during that time usually wear their uniform and they wear their medals, and we just want to hug and cry with them and just dance with them on the streets. And it's such a heartfelt and really heartbreaking celebration as well, because we have a lot of war movies about that time, and TV's non-stop showing those movies and sharing the stories of survivors and their relatives and all the heartbreaking stories of that time. And it's just a day of cry and a day of overwhelming feeling of gratitude towards them, and we love that celebration probably the most in Russia. It is really something so near and dear to us. We have a big celebration for New Year and Christmas. I made a separate video about that, but New Year is usually our main celebration, and everyone celebrates it because it unites all the religions. And then our Christmas is a little later. It's a week after New Year. We have Christmas on January 7th. We have difference in our calendars with Western Christian religions. Eastern Christian religion celebrates 2 weeks after. And then we have a second New Year on January 13th. So we celebrate second time. It's again mixed up with calendars and changing times in the past. So we celebrate New Year twice. We celebrate it regular time, and then 2 weeks later we celebrate it again. We call it Old New Year, as you see Russians like to celebrate. Well, those are main celebrations I can think of. Oh, and of course we have September 1st. This is a big celebration for beginning of school, for children, for kids who goes to school, and for their parents, of course, too. So September 1st is the day when kids go back to school. That's where the school starts traditionally in Russia, and from all the schools around you hear music coming, and children dressed up in their uniforms or not uniforms. It depends the school where you go to, and a lot of flowers, of course, you bring. We also have every celebration in my mind associates with certain type of flower because it blossoms at that time. And I used to sing it's called gladiolus. It's a long flower with big blooming blossoms, and you make a bouquet of maybe three stems of that flower, and a lot in my part of the city in St. Petersburg, in the part of Russia where I live. It blossoms at that time around September, so all the kids bringing those flowers to their teachers, and we're very, very respectful, very grateful of our elderlies and teachers. In Russian language, we even have respectful you. So in English, for example, we have you for everyone, right? For your friend, for elderly, everyone is you. In Russia, we have you for a friend, familiar, and your family member, and then we have you, a different word for you in respectful way, like in Spanish, ustedes, right? We have usted and usted, and tú. Tú is you, and usted for you, respectful. And we have in Russia that too. So everyone who is older, everyone who you don't know, you call you in respectful way. So we have this respect ingrained in our language and ingrained in our culture. So we have so much respect for our teachers, and for many celebrations, many holidays, we give gifts to our teachers, and it's very, very common in Russia, and I like that about us. That's it for today. I'm gonna run, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Now, if you can, please like and subscribe, because it would be a good deed that you did today, and it will make me very happy, and I will see you again very soon. Happy pandemic, everyone. Forgive me for saying that. I only mean good things. Bye. Пока.